So I done goofed. My mic was on mute.
No.
We were live for 7 minutes and my mic
Wow,
was
you
muted.
are trash. Well, it wasn't on my side, so.
Okay, well, we have to do all that over.
Yeah. Wait, my mic was muted too.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh my god. We suck.
We are retarded.
Okay.
We're retarded. Take two.
I have an echo now.
Yeah. I don't hear an echo on my end.
I have it on my end, but I don't know where it's coming from. Okay. Well, if you were watching us for the first 7 minutes of this live stream, our mics were muted. We suck.
Yep. We
So
are the shittiest hosts of a podcast ever known to man.
for real. Well, you know what? It's practice.
Yeah.
It was a warm up. It was a test.
Yep. It was.
So welcome to the podcast, everybody. This is All Things Haunted 99. And if you have any questions for us, want us to answer anything, go to Twitter's hashtag All Things Haunted 99. Twitter.
I'll tweet her.
Yes. So
T.
this person that is sitting behind me
Twitters
is
are
not
linked below.
my co-host. She's just a stranger in my bed. Wave.
That sounds weird.
Yeah, that was the point. Considering this is going to get even more weirder than it already is.
I put Fundy Bird.
Okay, so my name is Alexis. This is my co-host below me. Nameless Ghoul Air.
What up?
So yeah, we are not currently in the same room like normal podcasts are because COVID.
Because COVID.
COVID sucks.
Yep.
So we're doing this over Discord. They are also streaming, so their link is in the stream. Usually it'll pop up, so you can just go follow them.
Yes, sir. Same goes on my end.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So we are talking about the Bridgewater State Triangle this week. So.
Correctamundo.
We are now going to. Oh, this week's holiday is Martin Luther King's Day. The echo is on my end, by the way. So
yeah, I don't hear an echo on my end.
I got myself twice. It's weird. It's alright. So let's.
You can always use the audio from my stream if that's the case, because I don't hear an echo on my end.
Yeah, that's true. We'll see how it plays out after. Because I can make the stream private and then I can bring it up to YouTube and then I can edit it in YouTube. So.
Yep.
There are 6 different types of hauntings, by the way. Each week we will pick one and we will have a full discussion over them. This week, probably not, because we've already failed like twice. So next week we will probably talk about residual hauntings, and it'll probably tie into the next topic that we have picked, which I have no idea what we're talking about next week, if we do this next week. It looks like Fridays. I haven't been getting scheduled, so hopefully it'll stay like that, and then we can do it and record on Fridays.
Yeah. Probably the best way for me too.
Yeah.
Since I'm never scheduled on Fridays.
Yeah. Plus, even if I do work Fridays, I'm usually out by 5, so. Let's get into the Bridgewater State Triangle, shall we?
For like the second time, yeah.
Okay, the Bridgewater State Triangle is in the area. Wow.
It's in an area, yeah, right?
It's in an area in Massachusetts, in southern Massachusetts. It's about 200 square miles. It's claimed to be the site of alleged paranormal phenomenon ranging from UFO sightings to poltergeists, orbs, balls of fire, other spectral phenomenon, various Bigfoot-like sightings, and giant snakes, also called Thunderbirds and Thunderbirds. I almost called the snakes Thunderbirds, but they're not.
Snakes, birds, two different.
Snakes eat the birds, but in this case, the birds eat the snake.
Or do they?
I don't know. So, tell us, what are Thunderbirds?
They're big, they're scary. They throw lightning at the underworld creatures and shit like that. And they create thunder by flapping their wings. I hear they're terrifying. I myself have never seen them, but I mean, who knows?
Have you ever been to the Bridgewater State Triangle?
I've camped in the alleged area.
Okay.
Have you?
No. I don't know if I've ever actually been to the area, per se. I'm pretty sure I have, because my aunt kind of lives in the Triangle area. By the way, we're from Massachusetts. That's it.
If you couldn't already tell.
So, and we have this obsession. I think we have this obsession with paranormal activities and ghosts and hauntedness. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I work in the area in between the Freetown Fall River State Forest.
That's right, yeah.
So I work in that alleged area where there's like animal sacrifices and ritualistic murders and all that stuff.
And pudgy wedgies.
Pudgy wedgies.
I don't know if that's I don't know if it's just a Massachusetts thing or Bridgewater State Triangle thing, but I've heard people call them that. Just saying. I don't know if it's just me though.
I don't know.
Other towns within this alleged triangle includes Brockton, Whitman, West Bridgewater, East Bridgewater, Middleborough, Dighton, Berkeley, Raynham, Norton, Easton, Lakeville, Seekonk, and Taunton. That's pretty big.
Yeah. Pretty big area.
Yeah. At the center of the region, there's a place also known as the Hemlock Swamp. That was long used by the Wampanoag Indian tribe before Europeans colonists arrived. Before them, other indigenous people are known to have lived in the area, as human artifacts have been discovered that date to 9,000 years old.
Oh, they're called puck wedgies, by the way.
Okay, I like pudgy wedgie better.
Well, they're puck wedgies.
Puck wedgies.
Oh, puck wedgie.
So do you know anything about the swamp? Have you visited that?
Have not.
No. Isn't there like a haunted bridge too, or something? Is that the swamp?
Oh, do you know?
I don't know. I've never actually been. There's a trail you can go and walk. I've never actually been to that trail.
I mean, I saw a video on
I love his videos.
Same.
I've started.
He's a local kid too, isn't he?
I think so. Yeah. He did a video on Bridgewater State Triangle. Oh goodness, I gotta yawn. I just watched beginning of it, and he said he was always there as a kid, and he grew up around the area. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Another site within the triangle is actually located in Freetown. It's called Profile Rock. That's more popular for us to talk about because we hear about it all the time.
Yep.
What is it?
Well, it's a rock, and from the side it looks like the profile of a person. Hence the name, Profile Rock.
A profile of a person, specifically?
Yeah, like the
or an Indian
of someone's face. Person, Indian.
What is it alleged to be though? Like, is it alleged to be an Indian?
I don't know the history. I don't know that. I know what it is, but I don't know the history about it.
Okay, so it is a 50-foot high rock that looks like a human face, and the Wampanoag people have long considered the rock as sacred, according to Indian legend. The image is of Wampanoag chief Massasoit, whose son died at this very place. English. Local legends say that Native American ghost dancers are often spied in warrior dresses, dancing around the rock. That the ghost of a man. Oh, and the ghost of a man has been seen sitting on the rock with outstretched arms. Other reports tell of strange glowing orbs, lights being seen, and disembodied voices heard. Have you heard any of those? Have you actually ever heard a disembodied voice? Like, ever?
I think I have. But, like, I don't know if I was just tripping. Like, I hear it a lot when I first wake up, but, like, I don't know if I'm dreaming or if I actually heard what I heard. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. Hello.
Okay, but this depends on where you're staying at that time.
In my house? Question mark.
Which house?
My house?
Where you are right now?
Yeah.
Do you think your house is haunted?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Then you're probably just dreaming.
Most likely.
Me, on the other hand, I've had a lot of experiences. This person behind me, Proby, can contest for that. She's not even paying attention. She's on her phone. But yeah, she can contest of all my ghost stories. So, I have heard disembodied voices. I have seen a bunch of things. That's pretty much the reason why we started this podcast, because of our personal experiences. I mean, mine alone are pretty intense, but that is to come within reason. There is another location in the forest. It's a 40-ton boulder known as Dighton Rock. Do you know anything about Dighton Rock?
Do not. Why don't you tell me about it?
This is actually new. I never knew there was so many little, like, locations inside of Bridgewater Triangle. So, it's one of the greatest mysteries of Massachusetts. It's the slanted, six-sided boulder is approximately 5 feet high, 9.5 feet wide, and 11 feet long. More than 300 years. For more than 300 years, people have wondered about the lines, the geometric shape, drawings, and writing that appear on the rock, and who have created them. Number of speculations have been made as to who made these markings on the rock, including Native Americans, Vikings, and even, I have no idea what this word is. I'm just gonna skip that and go to an ancient Mediterranean civilization, but their identity has never been determined.
Interesting.
So, do you want to add?
Lots of history in this place. Like, it's crazy. There's like a shit ton of history.
A shit ton of history. I think.
Shit ton of history. And lots of paranormal claims.
Yes. One story that I have, I was not alone for. I don't know if I ever told. I think I've told you this. I saw a UFO at my house.
I think you did tell me this.
And I was not alone. And Tasha. Oh, she's got headphones in.
No, I can hear you now. What?
Come join for a second.
Oh, no. What you talking about?
We're talking about the... Hold on, I need to put my ear. Time that we seen a UFO.
Oh, I remember that. We were, Can you hear me? Hold on, I'll do this so you can see me.
You're not in the camera. Come near me. There you go.
What had happened, we were, I think, walking, right?
No, we were just sitting outside my house.
We were, like, sitting outside the house on the, just...
It was
right
nighttime.
Across the street, I think. And, all of a sudden, like, we look up, and then there's this thing in the sky. Just, it looked like a star or something, and then it just disappeared and then popped up somewhere else.
That's what you remember that night?
That's what I remember. I think it,
like cutting in and out.
Disappeared and then it popped up somewhere else.
Okay, so she said that we looked up and she saw like a star-looking thing, and it disappeared and it popped up somewhere else. But it was actually in a disc shape. It was down towards the end of the street, and it had like flashing lights. It would like go around. It would just like flash.
Yeah, it was
flash.
Like
it would slowly, and it was like going. There was no sound. There was nothing else in the sky. No airplanes. No nothing. It was dead quiet. And then what did we decide to do?
We were like, "Did you see that?" And then we just were like trying to look for it.
And then we what? Then my phone was charging. So what do we do?
Did we try recording it? I think we did try recording it, but we didn't get anything.
No, by the time we got to the end of the street, it was gone.
Yeah, it was like completely gone.
We sprinted down the end of the street to get this thing on video, and it was gone.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't show up in the camera. We only saw it with our bare eyes.
Yeah, and then I turned to you, I was like, "Did you see that?" And then all of a sudden we were just like, it just like disappeared.
That was crazy. Insane. Have you experienced anything like that?
UFOs? Nah. I myself have never had any experiences that I remember anyway.
Lucky. What about in high school?
Again, none that I remember.
Are you sure?
Yeah, none that I remember. Like I said, my freaking memory is mush.
Okay.
I don't remember what I did yesterday, never mind what happened in high school.
Okay, well, a little bit of... We're not going to get into it because we're going to save, all the stories that I have for upcoming podcasts. But we had a science teacher. And this specific science room that we had our science class in was allegedly haunted because someone had fallen and got killed in the high school that we were at, I think. So in the
I
back...
remember hearing stories about it, but like I've never experienced anything besides the weird smells.
Huh?
The thing that you were just talking about. Were you the one that told me that?
What?
Back in high school.
Probably.
I think you were the one that told me that they were doing construction or something.
Something like that.
Something like that, and they said it was like haunted.
Yeah, that'll probably be an upcoming podcast. We'll
like back
we'll
in
do the
high
history
school, I
on
didn't
it.
experience anything, but I think you were the one that told me that.
It was probably the plumbing too, but we could never figure it out. But the sinks in the back of the classroom would turn on and off by themselves, which was kind of creepy because
That is creepy. Like if the water
we had
just
weird
turned
smells. It was like egg, like rotten egg smell, but it was just in the classroom in the back of the room,
That's
nowhere
weird.
else. And then the sinks would turn on, and we also had a ghost hunting club
We did.
in that classroom because of the sinks turning on and off.
And
should've
because
looked
no
into
other
that.
teacher was cool enough.
Like closed off the bathroom.
That's
and
true.
everything.
So yeah, maybe that'll be, upcoming podcast as we can do find out history on our high school, because there's history about that being haunted. There's a lot of stuff. I've experienced stuff from being in band class when we would do the stuff. When we would put the drums together in the auditorium.
I never did that.
We had band class together. Oh, maybe not that band class.
Yeah, but not that band class.
Yeah,
You took the semester before mine or whatever, and then I took the last semester.
Yeah, because we only had one. Like I think I had 1 and 2, and then you had 2, and then you went to history of pop.
Yep.
So, because I told you to come join.
Yep.
So we had an incident in the auditorium my first semester of band class. We were learning how to put drums together and tune them, and somebody was up in the catwalk. Apparently, somebody said they saw somebody walking up at the catwalk, and the music teacher went up to go check, and there was nobody there. It was kind of weird.
And no one can really access that without the, unlocking the door that leads to the catwalk.
Yeah. So it was a little bit freaky, and then he was like, "All right, let's go back to the band room." Even he was freaked out.
Yeah.
So I know we talked about a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and everything. We're only going on 30 minutes. Give and take our mess up in the beginning, so like 27 minutes. So do you want to talk about residual hauntings? And what they are, and what they do.
In the triangle, or
in general? I need to.
We're talking about the triangle, man.
We are, but that is a part of the triangle because I said, oh, okay, let's not do residual, let's do poltergeist. Because it's stated UFOs and poltergeist. So talk about poltergeist while I pull up some more information.
Well, let me look up these ghost lore looking thingamajiggers.
What?
Well, the word poltergeist is German for noisy ghost or noisy spirits. Did you know that? Well, now you know.
Okay. What else? Is that it? Is there more?
I'm reading. I like to proofread, man.
Okay. I'm
Plus,
interested.
my headphones are acting kind of weird right now. Well, a poltergeist is a type of ghost that is responsible for physical disturbances such as loud noises or objects being moved or destroyed.
Okay.
Yeah. Apparently, poltergeists are capable of pinching, biting, hitting, and even tripping people.
I gotta stand over
How
my
messed
knees.
up is that, man?
Pinching. I've never heard of a case of somebody being pinched.
Have.
Really?
What,
Oh,
a
yeah.
ghost pinching somebody?
Apparently.
What?
Okay.
I mean, they're capable of moving things, levitating things, knocking on doors, making noise. They're just party animals, man.
Party animals, eh? Okay.
Yeah, poltergeist, man, and party animals. My kind of ghost. Psych.
So,
Psych.
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 With that being said, can humans manifest a poltergeist haunting?
Possibly. I don't see why not. If you mess with the wrong things,
Right.
I feel like it's very much possible.
Right. Okay. I don't know. It might be called a different kind of haunting or something. Or might just be considered the same. But I
Man, you need some coffee before this, man. You're making me tired, and I'm a night owl.
I know. I wasn't yawning this much until I started this. By the way,
Damn.
I was fine. I took my nap today.
It'll be boring. I see how it is.
Oh no, not boring at all. This is interesting. So what I'm trying to say is, like I said, I asked if a human can manifest poltergeist activity. If you said yes, if they provoke it, but can they manifest their own poltergeist activity? Manifesting from themselves. Meaning like a depressed person or like negative energy, vice versa, like that.
I mean, I don't know. It's a good question.
Stay tuned next podcast and find out what the answer is. Because I heard.
Yeah, I feel like if you have enough negative energy, I feel like something negative can come of that energy. Negative energy is attracted to negative energy, right?
I think so. I don't know how that works. Don't really know. Bridgewater State. Oh. Okay. Alright. So we've covered the swamp. We've covered Dighton Rock. Have you heard anything about Solitude Stone?
Solitude Stone? Question mark.
Yeah. It says here. Oh, it's also known as the Suicide Stone.
I have not.
Inside of Bridgewater State Triangle, it's an inscribed stone located near Forest Street in West Bridgewater, which was found near a missing person's body, also known as Suicide Stone. The rock was found with an inscription: "All ye who in future days walk by Nantucket," I can't say that word, Nantucket stream, love not him who hummed his lay, cheerful to the parting beam, but the beauty of he would. Wood. So I never heard of that. I don't know anything about that. That is.
Yeah, I think I did hear something about Suicide Stone, but it was probably just that story. Other than that, I never really heard anything else from Solitude Stone or Suicide Stone.
The only thing I know about suicide stuff is the suicide forest in Japan.
Yeah, whole nother ball game.
Yes.
whole nother ball game.
Okay, let's get into the sightings, shall we?
Sightings, let's do this. Bigfoot, big feet.
Common to
Several
most.
sightings, right?
Huh?
Several sightings of big feet, right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't have anything specific on the Bigfoot sightings. Oh yeah, it just says several sightings. Sightings of Bigfoot-like creatures in the triangle, usually near the Hemlock Swamp, which kind of makes sense.
Hockamock.
Why did I call it Hemlock?
No, but it's Hockamock, man.
I know it's Hockamock. I'm reading it and I call it Hemlock.
History buffs are gonna have it out for you, man.
For real. Okay. So we talked about the Thunderbirds a little bit. What about animal mutilations?
No, we all know about the Freetown Fall River State Forest there. Well, it's been reported that there were several mutilated animals believed to be work of a satanic cult. And there were actually documented incidents that were reported. One of which was a adult cow that was found butchered in the woods. Sounds fantastic, huh? Moo.
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 We don't know what this satanic cult thing is, do we? Just a cult.
It's just a cult. They were never specific on what kind. Clearly, they were serious enough to start mutilating animals. And I think there was an incident where it was documented they were like killing people too. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
And finally, what is the Native American curse?
Apparently, they cursed this land, right? Because of the poor treatment they received from colonial settlers.
Yeah.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Want to talk about puck wedgies? Since you love them so much?
They're pudgy wedgies.
Nah, man.
Nah, man.
Nah.
Alright.
They sound like scary people, man.
They are...
They're like...
Do you want to know what it's translated? The translated name for pug wedgies are little wild men of the woods that vanishes.
Yeah. Fantastic.
It's a human-like creature that's found in Delaware and Wampanoag folklore, sometimes said to be 2 to 3 foot tall. So, a leprechaun?
So, like scary little
dwarfs.
Oompa Loompas.
Midgets.
Oompa Loompa.
Okay. Why does it... It says something about Harry Potter.
Harry Potter? Where? Potter.
It says... If you click on Pudgy Wedges and then you scroll down. Yeah, we're looking at Wiki. It's fine. It says pug wedgies have been identified by J.K. Rowling as magical creatures in the Harry Potter universe. In the description on Pottermore, Rowling describes the creatures as the following. The pug wedgies is also native to America, short gray-faced, large-eared creature, distantly related to the European goblin, fiercely independent, tricky, and not overfond of humankind, whether magical or mundane. It possesses its own powerful magic. Pukwudgies hunt with deadly poisonous arrows and enjoy playing tricks on humans. Isn't oh my god. Isn't Dobby like a Pukwudgie in Harry Potter?
Dobby.
I
mean, I guess kind of a little bit.
If any of you have seen Harry Potter, let me know. Go to our Twitter, all things haunted 99. Do the hashtag and let us know. Yeah, or you can personally contact me on Twitter. Everything's linked in below. So yes. Wedgies is also a symbol and a name of one of the houses in School of Witchcraft and Wizardry that is said to represent the heart of the wizard and favor the healers. Whatever that means.
Interesting.
This is all in the movie. So, Harry Potter has got to do with Wedgies, which is a real thing that came from Massachusetts. Isn't J.K. Rowling from around Massachusetts? From around here?
I don't think so, no.
No?
I don't think so. She's British.
Really?
Yeah, she's born in England.
Oh.
I hate her, but continue.
Wow. I hate her, but continue.
Love Harry Potter, just hate her. Continue.
Yeah, she was born in Gloucestershire, England. Okay. What else are we going on about? By the way, if you are wondering, it's Wikipedia's 20th birthday.
Happy birthday, Wikipedia. It's
Um,
also Martin Luther King's birthday today, since we are recording this on the 15th. So happy birthday, Dr. King.
yes. Much love, Dr. King. Let's get into the UFO sightings, and then we'll do the little bit of the ghost story. You do. Yeah, do ghost. Oh my God, English. Do the UFO sightings, and then we'll get into the ghost stories, and then we will start wrapping it up.
Cool beans.
'Cause we got about 15 minutes left.
Oh boy, the phone.
The phone is ringing. Distraction. Okay, so a lot of stories circulate the world of the area, and the first known report of strange activity occurred all the way back to 1760, when many reported seeing a large ball of fire considered brighter than the sun over Roxbury and Bridgewater. This event was never explained, but is considered to be the first documented UFO sighting of the world. Many UFOs.
Really?
Yeah.
What? I didn't know that.
Me neither.
Man, the more you know.
Now you know.
Now you know.
With the sound thing. Da-da-da.
Yeah, exactly.
This event was never explained, but okay, I heard that. Many UFO sightings within Bridgewater Triangle have been reported over the years. On Halloween in 1908, newspapers featured another sighting. 5 people claimed in 1968 they spotted a large ball of light over the woods in Rehoboth. In the 1970s, many sightings were reported frequently in the Triangle. In one particular sighting off of Route 44 in Taunton, 2 UFOs were seen landing. To add to all of that, in 1994, a local police officer in Bridgewater claimed he saw a triangle-shaped craft with red and white lights. I have seen a documentary on this, so that particular story with the police officer.
Mm-hmm.
Also in Rainham, it's apparently quite often that the case that people see glowing balls of light over the local dog track at one point. 2 reporters claimed they have seen a pentagonal-shaped craft flying over the track straight at them. Later on, they discovered many others had also seen this anomaly because of this. They reported on it the local news. But there's another one. It's the strangest one. The strangest UFO sighting certainly was the one reported by the Ronald Reagan by Ronald Reagan in 1974 on a ledge in the Freetown State Forest. It is said that he was flying over the ledge when a light started following his plane. The light was seen to accelerate, decelerate, become elongated, all within the space of a few minutes. Then it was reported to have suddenly shot up at a 45-degree angle at a high rate of speed and disappear. Wow. I learned something.
Oh, learn something new every day, I guess, huh?
I guess so. Do we have any interesting ghost stories? Let me pre-read this real quick. Let's see.
Apparently, there's a ghost of a hitchhiker with red hair and a red flannel shirt that leaps in front of your car.
In the triangle?
Yeah. Driving down Route 44.
Oh, yeah.
How creepy is that?
That is
Just
creepy.
imagine slamming on your brakes, bracing yourself to hit him.
Yeah.
And then you look back and there's no one there.
The Yosemite Ledge in Freetown State Forest holds many reports of ghosts standing on the ledge, jumping off, and then disappearing.
Creepy.
Yeah.
And slightly disturbing.
Oh, this is a good one because I've been here and it's got an offy vibe. Back in Freetown on Coppercut Road, I've been to the Coppercut Road in Dartmouth. Same thing. It's all connected. Coppercut, oddly feeling. But Coppercut Road in Freetown has been frequently reported that road raging truck drivers tailgate behind people and honks his horn and waves his arm crazily, and then suddenly he's gone. Just gone. So imagine driving down the road at night, and then this big old trucker comes up, honking and waving his arms all mad, and then you panic, and then you look, and he's gone. What? That's insane.
Creepy.
Yes, very much so. Anything else you'd like to add before we wrap it on up?
No, I think I'm good. I think we can wrap it.
Rapping. Rapping.
Oh, well.
Alrighty, so, in this week's podcast, we have talked about all the things that we have talked about.
That's the way podcasts work.
That's the way podcasts work. Yes. This week we have discussed, Bridgewater State Triangles. If you guys have any questions regarding the Bridgewater State Triangle and anything we have discussed, again, go to Twitter. All the links will be in the description below if you're watching this on YouTube once it goes up. Which, the day you're watching this, it should be, 2 days from now. So today's Friday, we're recording this live. So it'll probably be going up on Sunday. So if you're watching it and it's up, it's probably Sunday. On YouTube. It'll be on Twitch. Like, right after we end it. It'll be on Twitch. We've gone over Poltergeist. We've gone over my experiences, some of them. I have a lot of them, so if you want to leave any, also this is our first podcast, so we'll get better as we go. If you want to leave any suggestions on places and locations to talk about, also leave them in the Twitter. Use the Twitter hashtag allthingshaunted99. It's on the screen right there. Do you have any goals for this podcast? I know this is a weird question, but like, where do you see the podcast doing? Like,
I mean, I think it'd be cool if we can build a community. I think would be my goal doing this.
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, like I said, we're gonna hopefully have a more uniform thing, with games and guest stars and all this and that. But eventually, what I, pre-un-COVID, past-COVID thing. I want to actually do some investigation or go to a location and have the podcast. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
So, like, you know, some
I have
places.
an idea.
Yeah.
I have an idea. We buy the Lizzie Borden house because it's going on sale. It's going on the market. We buy the Lizzie Borden house, and we do the podcast there. Let's do it.
Do you have $890,000?
No, but I can make it work.
If you can make it work, I'm in.
I wish.
I would not step foot in that house.
Why not?
I don't know.
It doesn't seem that bad. People sleep there all the time. Bed and breakfast.
Are they done with the bed and breakfast, or are they gonna keep doing it?
I don't know if they're done with it. It's just putting it on the market. I don't know if like the state's gonna buy it and they're gonna make it like a museum or some shit.
That would be cool if they make a museum out of it.
Yeah.
I still want to go, but you know, the pandemic kind of ruined it.
Yep.
So I was supposed to go with a couple of friends and like stay the night, but that never happened.
COVID kind of screwed up everything.
Yeah. So I would have totally vlogged and done my thing there, because that's cool. I would love
I
doing
used to
that.
live right down the street from it, so fantastic.
Yes. Oh, I know. Next week's podcast is going to be about Wolf Island Road Cemetery. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
Okay.
Probably do some research, but I've never heard of it.
Okay.
What's it called again?
Wolf Island Road Cemetery.
Island Road.
I don't know if there's anything big on it, but I've been visiting it. It is creepy. And my dad has actually had a couple of experiences there. I've had some pictures of some things that he caught, but I can't find them now. So, but I don't know if there's any history on it. So if we can find history on it, then that'll be next week's episode.
Cool beans.
Alrighty. I am Alexis, and this is my co-host, Nameless Ghoul Air.
Yay.
Thanks for joining.
Have a good one. Until next time.
Peace out.
Stay spooky.
Stay creepy.